So today, we got two of the greatest, the most powerful pairs of characters in comics going head to head. Thor and Beta Ray Bill versus Shazam and Black Adam. Who wins? Well, let's find out. Thor is the Asgardian god of thunder, and the son of Odin, the All-Father of Asgard, and the elder earth goddess Gaia, combining the power of both worlds. Thor is arguably the greatest and mightiest defender of both. Armed with his powerful enchanted hammer Mjolnir, Thor is the mightiest warrior of Asgard, a founding member of the Avengers, and one of the strongest, most powerful beings on Earth. He is the strongest of the Asgardian gods, and his strength is considered to be incalculable and doesn't really have an upper limit. His strength is comparable to Hulk and Hercules. He can destroy entire planets with the force of his blows, and he's lifted the Midgard serpent, which was larger and weighed much more than the Earth. Thor is one of the most durable heroes in the Marvel Universe, and has been able to withstand attacks from Hulk, planet-shattering blows, and an energy blast from Celestials and Odin. So yeah, he's pretty durable. Thor is able to go for extended periods of time without food, water, and sleep, and one time fought the Frost Giants for 9 months straight. He is one of the most trained and experienced warriors in the Marvel Universe, and is actually a skilled hand-to-hand fighter, even though he tends to use a brawling technique. He's also a highly skilled weapons expert, with the most notable weapon being Mjolnir. Now, besides the obvious fact that the hammer can be used to hit stuff, and even destroy mountains and planets, Mjolnir has a ton of abilities. Thor can control the weather, even affecting it on a planetary scale, and unleash electrical storms, hurricane winds, tornadoes, tidal waves, blizzards, and earthquakes. He's even done some out-of-the-box things too, like when he made it rain fire. While Thor doesn't have the innate ability to fly, if he swings Mjolnir at faster than light speeds, he's then able to fly. Thor can manipulate matter on a vast scale, and has the ability to transmute elements. He's able to turn intangible and invisible, and Mjolnir is also able to create nearly impenetrable force fields. He's able to absorb and project energy blasts with Mjolnir, and he doesn't even have to wait for an opponent to shoot a blast of energy, but he can absorb it directly from their body. One of Thor's most powerful attacks is the God Blast, which killed the Midgard serpent and injured Galactus. He also has the Anti-Force, which is unbelievably powerful and took out the entire Battle of Barbarians in one blast. Then teaming up with Thor is Beta Ray Bill. The cyborg champion in the Corbinites, Beta Ray Bill guarded his people as they fled attacks by demons. When he encountered Thor and proved worthy to wield Mjolnir, Odin bestowed upon him the powers of Thor and created an equally powerful hammer for Bill, the Stormbreaker. Bill possesses vast superhuman strength and is comparable to beings like Hulk, Thor, and Gladiator. He's said to have crushed moons with his fist, destroyed planets with his strikes, and has gone toe-to-toe with Thor before. He is nearly invulnerable, and has been able to fly unaided in space, survive in the heart of stars, and deal with blows from Thor and Thanos. Finally, his speed has also been greatly enhanced to roughly the same as Silver Surfer, thanks to his trusty hammer Stormbreaker. And let's just talk about the hammer for a second here. It's basically the same as Mjolnir, as Stormbreaker has a worthiness enchantment attached to it as well, will return to Bill's hand no matter what, and can be willed to fly in any direction while in the air. The hammer has been able to level mountains, and even shatter entire planets, which is just an incredible striking power. The hammer can also teleport beings, and even entire cities, to any location that he desires, sense cosmic or mystical energy, and heal injuries or diseases. It can produce lightning, summon winds, hurricanes, tsunamis, all that. Bill has even been able to create storms in space before, and one time blocked out the entire sun with a storm. It can create force fields powerful enough to hold back a Herald of Galactus and fire destructive energy blasts at an opponent. Bedray Bill was also a champion gladiator of his people, making him one of the greatest warriors in the entire universe in armed and unarmed combat. And then in the other corner we have Shazam and Black Adam. Deemed worthy of becoming the champion of the ancient wizard, whenever he utters the word Shazam, young Billy Batson is struck by a magical thunderbolt and gains vast divine powers and abilities. He can now transform into Magic's champion, the world's mightiest mortal, Shazam. Each of the letters of Shazam stand for the gods that power him: Solomon, Hercules, Atlas, Zeus, Achilles, and Mercury. He has the wisdom of Solomon, which grants Billy great knowledge, perception, comprehension, and insight. He's clairvoyant, and is able to turn disadvantages to advantages. He's able to hypnotize opponents, is omnilingual, and Solomon also speaks to Shazam and gives him advanced knowledge of war strategy and tactics. He has the strength of Hercules, strongest of the gods, and he's one of the strongest beings in the DC universe. Shazam's might is comparable to Superman, Wonder Woman, and Black Adam, and is even stalemated Clark in an arm wrestling competition. Billy doesn't usually move objects of planetary scale, but he has more than enough strength to do so. Shazam has the stamina of Atlas, the Titan who bears the weight of the heavens on his shoulders. This means that he doesn't have fatigue toxin buildup in his system, and his endurance may indeed be limitless. Billy also has no need for eating, sleeping, or even breathing, since the godly energies that transformed him into Shazam is enough to sustain his body. He has the power of Zeus, which grants him resistance to magic, a godlike healing factor, and the ability to create powerful blasts of magical lightning. The power of Zeus also amplifies Shazam's other abilities. So like Billy has the wisdom of Solomon and Zeus, the speed of Mercury and Zeus, and the strength of Hercules and Zeus. Shazam has the courage of Achilles, which does mean that he has great confidence, but also an insane invulnerability to all forms of physical harm. Finally, Shazam has the speed of Mercury, which grants him the gift of flight, and the ability to move at speeds as fast as Superman, and possibly even rival the Flash. And then we also have Black Adam. Black Adam was once a slave thousands of years ago, and was also one of a duo of original champions to the Wizard, with him and his young nephew. Teth Adam, or Black Adam, presents himself as a complex anti-villain with extremist new designs to free the world of oppression. He has been gifted with an incredible array of powers that are equal to, if not greater, than the powers of Shazam. His powers are magical in nature and come from 6 different gods, just like Shazam, but Black Adam's powers originate from Egyptian gods, while Shazam's come from Greek gods. Adam has the strength of Ammon, the king of the Egyptian gods, which puts him on the same level as Superman and Shazam. He has even been able to successfully hold his own against a group of the Justice League, Justice Society, and the Teen Titans, something which neither Superman or Shazam have done. He has the durability of Shem, and is nigh invulnerable, and doesn't need to eat, sleep, or even breathe. There's really nothing that can injure Adam, and even what can, he heals from almost instantaneously. He has the speed of Hero, which allows him to move and fight at Mach 500 speeds inside the atmosphere, and Black Adam can easily exceed light speed while in space. He has the wisdom of Zahedi, which basically means that he can simply know the appropriate knowledge for any situation, and can be counseled on the right course of action. The Egyptian gods also encourage Black Adam's brutal and ruthless actions, which is in direct contrast with the Greek gods of Shazam. He has the courage of Mehen, which provides him with great inner strength and confidence. Finally, Black Adam has the power of Atone, which provides Adam with magical lightning that he can use as a dangerous weapon. The power of Atone also enables him to fly, and enhances his physical strength and invulnerability. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now this one is incredibly difficult and maybe the hardest fight we've ever had on this channel. There's no doubt in my mind that either one of these teams could claim the victory here and win. All of these guys are very, very powerful and very strong. It's honestly kind of difficult to determine who is the physically strongest out of these four, or which team is stronger, but that doesn't really matter. Because you see, Thor and Bill have greater striking power because of their hammers. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that you're going to hit harder with a warhammer than with just your fist, whether you have super strength or not. And with these hammers, Thor has managed to turn planets into pebbles, knock over Galactus, crack celestial armor, which has easily withstood planet-busting attacks, and even knock out the Phoenix Force. Then Beta Ray Bill has used his hammer to destroy planets and crack Galactus' armor, which seemed to really impress Galactus, and he said few beings have ever managed to do that. Now, this isn't to undersell Shazam and Black Adam by any means. They're both exceptionally strong, on par with Superman, and it's very possible that Black Adam is the strongest one out of all four here. So their punches are definitely gonna hurt. But like I said, whether you have super strength or not, you're going to hit harder with a hammer than with your fists. However, regardless of all their strength, no one is going to be able to put the other one down with ease. They are all incredibly durable and can take quite a lot of damage. The Marvel boys have both gone up against a pissed off or possessed Superman and gotten back up just fine. They also both have an incredible healing factor, to the point where Shazam survived the Tesseract bomb, which turns the victim inside out, and he was fine just after. Then Black Adam has taken lightning from Dr. Fate, and has said that simple lightning couldn't hurt him, so that might take away a lot of Thor and Bill's ranged attacks. But the Hammer Bros are very durable too. Like Bill has taken attacks from Galactus and survived in the heart of a star, while Thor has taken blasts from 3 Celestials at once, tanked a bomb that blew up a small universe, and survived a bomb that was designed to kill every god in the universe. So no question that all of them are very durable. Now, one of the greatest assets that the Marvel boys have is their speed. Shazam is so fast that Wally West thought he was tapping into the Speed Force. Black Adam is so fast that Jay Garrick was struggling to even keep up with him, and both of them are potentially faster than Superman. Thor and Beta Ray Bill just can't compete with that. But while they might not be as fast as Billy and Adam, they have successfully battled against people as fast as them in the past. Both have gone up against Silver Surfer, who is faster than everyone here, and Thor has reacted to a speeding Hyperion and dodged light speed attacks, while Bill has battled against people while flying at fast and light speeds. Then obviously both of them can throw their hammers at fast and light speed. Now at this point, this fight is still looking very even, with Thor and Black Adam potentially being the MVPs for their respective teams. And I really want to focus on Black Adam here for a second, because he truly does have what it takes to propel his team to victory in a way that Shazam just can't. Adam is fierce and ruthless and will attack and attack and attack until his opponent has submitted or isn't moving. In fact, he seems to revel in causing the most possible harm in every fight that he's in. With this fury, he was able to barrel right through Spectre's chest and even destroy his head. Then there's also Adam's lightning. This has managed to defeat the old god of death, but shouldn't be very effective against Thor and Beta Ray Bill. Lightning actually powers these guys up, and plus, they can use their hammers to absorb energy attacks. Same thing applies to Shazam. His lightning won't hurt the two gods either. Then even though Black Adam is fast, strong, and ruthless, this is kind of the same with Beta Ray Bill. He also fights like a man possessed. He hits hard, and he hits fast, and he won't stop hitting until his foe is down. Better Ray Bill may not be as fast or as strong as Black Adam, but he's more than tough enough to hang in there for a good while and do some serious damage. Same with Thor. He is one of the most trained and experienced warriors in the Marvel Universe after all. But the thing is, Thor and Better Ray Bill don't have to treat this fight like a simple hand-to-hand fight like Shazam and Black Adam are forced to. I say that because we've already established Shazam and Black Adam's lightning will be useless against Thor and Bill, and that's kind of their only ranged attack. One of the Hammer Bros' greatest assets is the versatility that comes with their hammers. While Lightning Blast may not necessarily do anything against the Marvel Boys, that's not the only thing that the hammers can do. Bill has done things like manipulating gravity to repel enemies, creating powerful force fields, and draw energy out of the beams. Then he's actually very skilled at using his hammer's versatility in combat, and in rather unique ways. Like he directed Stormbreaker to fly several times around a planet, increasing its speed because of the gravitational pull, and then sending it flying at opponents much harder than before. He's opened portals to other dimensions and sent asteroids flying back through them to knock out enemies. Then Bill has even just placed his hammer on top of foes so that they can't move. Thor can do a lot of these same things too, like manipulating gravity, absorbing and projecting energy blast, and opening portals to the sun or different dimensions. Then because Thor is a full-fledged god, he can do other stuff that Better Ray Bill can't. The God Blast, which is intergalactic and is an attack that Thor can even unleash directly from his body, and he doesn't even need to have Mjolnir. Then he also has the ability to generate anti-magic fields, which sever other people's connections to magic, and cut off Juggernaut's connection to Sidorak. This could be the same ability in Adam's connection to their magical superiors. Then, when combined, Mjolnir and Stormbreaker have destroyed a massive portal that was larger than stars and planets. And this leads me to my second point on this. Shazam and Black Adam are arch enemies, and even though they're working as a team here, they have really no chemistry or experience working together. That's gonna really come back to bite them, especially since they have very different fighting styles, with Black Adam being ruthless and going all out, and Shazam holding back and trying not to hurt people. Meanwhile, Thor and Better Ray Bill are brothers in arms. They consider each other to be brothers and equals. They trust each other implicitly, so much so that Thor let Better Ray Bill become king of Asgard when he had to leave. At the end of the day, Shazam and Black Adam are insanely tough, and their speed and strength will carry them to several victories. But Thor and Better Ray Bill are just as strong, have greater striking power, have incredible versatility with their hammers, and are much better fighting as a pair. All of these things should be enough to carry them to victory here. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts, so sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this one every single day, and I'll see y'all next time.